Hey, and welcome back to another episode of Phoenix Wright is Attorney. We are continuing where we left off, which was here. It's been like a month, I think, since I last played it. But I did. I know where to go. Like I know that much. Needed to refresh my memory a bit. So, examine. I'm just turning down the volume a bit for me because I had it was pretty loud. Check out this big thick binder here. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file isn't exactly back-breaking work, just a little hard on the eyes. What did you find? Find out, Nick. This file, it's not about any sort of security operations or anything. This huge file is all about Mask the Mask. It's filled with info on him. What? What kind of info? It's filled with incredible detailed information about his methods and the crime scenes. Hey Nick, look at the last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tears of Emanon. 100,000. This looks like a list of all the treasures that Master Mask stole. So then 100,000 is the value of the stolen items. I don't know. That number sounds kind of low to me. I think I better secretly make a copy of this list. Found on a table on the crime scene. Okay. Present to this guy. Detective Gumshoe, tell us more about Mr. Bluebard. It's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebard. Oh yeah, the victim in this case just doesn't make much of an impression on me. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah, and his body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information yet. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm actually a little confused myself. For some reason, I'm just blabbering like an idiot right now. Oh, okay, Nick. Now we saw a chance to get more info about the victim, so hurry up and ask. Can you tell us more? Can you tell us some more about Mr. Bullard? He was the CEO of KB Security, right? What kind of company is it anyway? Well, the company basically sends security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn a lot of secrets doing this kind of work. Oh, and I don't know how to put this, but the guy was kind of a money grabber. Really? Me too. I just love money. I can't ever get enough. Please stop leaning in towards me like that. You aren't getting to my wallet. Anyway, it looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his millions. Oh, so that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go already. Apparently he was involved in selling trade secrets between rival companies. Oh, that's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah. Oh, KB Security used to head security operation against Mask the Mask. What? Really? Yeah, and after screwing up so many times, the company reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter. So about this. What's that? Hey, wait a minute, Maya? What's wrong? We copied that data without permission. Don't show it to him. He might get mad at us. So, what are you whispering about? It's nothing. Just my billfold. That's pretty thick. Billfold you got there, pal? Now I really want you to show it to me. Okay, do I have Detective Yamchu? What about this person? Sidecar. Okay. I still got no idea why Master Mask would go after a broken old pot like this. I mean, this tasteful old family heirloom. Good point. Why go after a worthless piece of junk like? I mean, worthless in a good way. I mean, this is a first for the guy. Alien Endwood hired Acme as security before the calling card even came. I wonder if that has anything to do with how things played out. Okay. Remember, don't tell anyone about the center, okay, pal? Does the thief ever send these to the police? No, always to the victims. But now the victims have always come to us looking for help, though. That's not what happened this time, you mean? You got that right, pal. Listen up, if you guys ever get one of these calling cards, I want you to come to us right away, got me? Yeah, sure. Camera data. About this blackmail letter. Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about it too, pal. Why would Kane Bullard have been blackmailing Ron DeLitt anyway? Well, Mr. DeLitt used to be a KB security, right? But what was it that made him quit? Nick, that's it. Maybe that's the same reason he's being blackmailed. Well, I'm in the middle of investigating that right now. Oh, alright. This proof that Ron DeLitt was at the crime scene when the murder happened. His wallet and his keycard, huh? I think we need to ask Mr. DeLitt some more about these two things. This was his first heist, and guess I underestimated him. I was sure I was going to get him, so I was careless and lost the info on the witness. The witness, yeah. He and the detective worked together to try catching Master Mask. But he got away. Anyway, huh? That guard. I got a weird feeling that I've seen him before. Okay, maybe I asked him that in the last episode? I have no idea. Let's go here. How do I get here? Then from here. Yes, he's arrived. Okay. Detention Center Visitors Room. Ah, Mr. Wright. Mr. DeWitt. Did they finish their interrogation? Yes, but please don't leave me alone anymore. Mr. DeWitt, you lied to us before, didn't you? Well, so you see, the same night that Sacred Yarn was stolen from Lordy Taylor department store, a blackmail letter you got summoned you to KB security to hand over some money. And then, that's where the CEO Kane Bullard was murdered. But there's only one DeLitt, am I right? So the only question is, where were you at that night? That time, I want to hear you the whole truth. Your life depends on it. Okay. Mr. DeLitt, do you still insist that you are Master Mask? Isn't that what I've been saying since yesterday? That was a quick response. Tell me about it. To be honest, it's starting to get irritating. But listen, Mr. DeLitt, at the trial today, we learned the true identity of the thief, didn't we? Take a good look at it. Look, everyone. Unable to find a rival worthy of my genius, I was forced to create one by myself. Here I am, the tragic clown. I guess it's true. I wasn't the one who stole the tune. Bjorn. Of course not, after all, you were at KB Security at that time. So then the person that dressed up as the Mask in this photo, it's got to be Detective Ed Acme. So that night, you didn't go to Lori Taylor. You went to KB Security, right? Yes, I went to KB Security at the time the blackmail notes said I should. Alright, what happened next? Well, I used to work there, so I knew where the CEO's office was. I knocked, but there was no answer. So then I used my keycard to unlock the door. That's probably when he dropped his wallet. When I went into the CEO's office, someone was in there. Someone? Then suddenly they bashed me over the head, bam. Was it Kane Bullard that hit you? I don't know. The person ran away while I was still stunned. When I came to my senses, that sight I saw left me speechless. The dead body of the CEO was right there in front of me. I thought I'd die myself. Anyway, I thought I should do something with the body. So that's why you put it in the safe. Yes, that's right. I used to be the chief of one of the security teams, so I knew how to open it. Okay. And what did you do after that? Well, I got out of there. For starters, I was the one who set up the security cameras in that building. So I knew how to avoid being spotted by them. Nick. All of a sudden, Mr. Delit kind of sounds like the murderer to me. Please don't say that. Mr. Delit, is it true that 1 year ago you were forced to quit KB Security? How did you? I'm begging you, please don't tell Desi, please. Don't worry, we haven't told anyone yet. True, thank goodness. No, I mean that. But I suppose I have to tell her sometime. She'll find out eventually. Why have you been hiding it from her anyway? Desi would despise me if she ever found out that I was living a life of crime. A criminal, a thief, she never forgive me. My marriage would be over. Knowing that, why did you become a thief in the first place? Because Desi spends money like it's water. There's no job in the world that could bring in enough money, except being a thief. At least that's what I thought anyway. So he became Master Mask for this series, huh? Okay. There. Hey, this is an article about my debut heist. Boy, that was a tough one. Before I knew it, they were hot on my trails. But Master Mask, he must have gotten away, right? It says in the article that he disappeared. That's right. I got a sudden burst of inspiration. I hid my Master Mask costume in a nearby plastic bucket. Then I quickly changed into my security guard uniform. Pretty clever, huh? Wow, awesome. Hey, hold the phone. The guard in the photo. Is that you, Mr. Lilith? That's right. Nice trick if I do say so myself. Nice and easy to figure out. Even pros could see through that in a heartbeat. But as you might expect, Detective Atme found the disguise. He truly deserves the title Ace Detective. Detective Atme found the Master Mask disguise, huh? That's interesting. Yes, and I hear that he brought home with him. So that's it. Atme got his hands on this. Thanks to that, I got the chance to remake my costume. That must have been really time-consuming, huh? Yes, I took quite a while to complete anyway. Lit. Anyway, a few days after that, I received the first blackmail letter. Blackmail letter? You got them you got them starting when? Tell me more now. Hey, calm down. Don't get so worked up. This blackmail letter, is this the first one you got? No, of course not. But this is the first one that ever called me out to a specific location. So did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident? Yes, just a few days after Tears of Emanon heist. That first letter, it said, I know you did it. So someone found out about your true identity, just like that. It's not easy being a master thief, you know? I got proof that it was you, so give it up. It went on to say, so in the end I want to give up. I had to give up the treasure I went through all that trouble to steal. Is that right? Hey, hang on a second. What do you mean you had to give it up? Oh, don't worry. After I put the euro in the safe deposit box, the letter specified, someone sent me 10,000. No one said anything about me being worried, no. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. Plans? What are these plans you're talking about? They were instructions on how to steal a crown or painting or some other treasure. They showed security blind spots, escape routes, and even suggested training methods. So you mean that one who planned the heist wasn't you? No, it wasn't. I only planned the very first one. After that, I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans. It sounds like Mr. DeLitt is thankful to the person that was blackmailing him. So Ron DeLitt was Master Mask after all. But someone else is behind the thefts. Someone who planned them all out in detail. All I had to do was deposit treasures are stored into the safe deposit box. Then I just waited for the cash to come in the mail. You try not to look so gleeful about it. So you went after the sacred Bjorn because one of those plans too. Well, you see, truth is I never seen that Bjorn. All I did was follow the instruction and steal what I was told to steal. I said, Lip, is everything you just told me the truth? Yes, but please don't tell Desi, okay? From the mask's second heist on, he was stealing as this directed by blackmail letter. 1. Before we go, there's one more thing I want to ask you. Yes, but please don't hurt me. Mr. Cain Bullard, do you swear that it wasn't you who killed him? Yes, of course. I could never. I'm not lying. All I did was hide his body in the safe. But then I was afraid they'd discover what I did, so I turned myself in yesterday. And why? Well, if the judge had ruled that I was guilty of robbery, then I have an alibi, right? I guess so. You're really clever, Mr. DeLitt. I guess I have no choice but to take Mr. DeLitt at his word. Mystic Maya. Hey, Pearl. I'm back. Hey, Pearls. So what have you been up to this whole time? The sacred yarn, Mr. Nick. I took it back to Crane Village to have it examined. And what did you find out? Well, there's no need to worry. They said it's the real yarn. Ooh, that's a relief. I was really worried. But there's one small problem. These cuts, cute little pink splotches, they said it's paint, and they were put on the yarn recently. Why are you talking about the pink splooches again? What's the big deal? What's the big deal? We got to find out how they got there. There's the deal. Yes, Miss Nick, we gotta find out how they got there. Okay. We'll go find out how they got there. Please don't forget about me. Okay. Do I have something more? This list. We found it in the office of the CEO, Mr. Bullard. Hey, this is a list of all the things Master Mask stole. And that's the value of each item they listed next to them. $100,000, $150,000. Are you sure that's the value of the stolen items? The number seems a little low to me. Even on the black market, the prices should be at least 3 times higher than that. I guess he knows about the stuff because he used to be a security guard. Wow, this is cool. I'm really into this kind of stuff. Oh yeah? It's one of those most valuable treasures. If I ever get out of here, me and Desi will go to Lord Taylor to check out the whole treasure of Crane exhibit. Okay, I guess. Just promise me you won't steal anything, okay? Oh, don't worry. We'll be going when I'm not on the job as Master Mask. Well, that's reassuring. Wow, this is cool. I really need. Okay. This calling call. Did you send this? Nope. That's it. That is. I don't know anything about that. I mean, I had other plans for that night already. That's true. He did get the blackmail letter after all. What about Detective Acme? Could he be the one that sent it? It looks that way. I can't think of anyone else. Yeah, that night, because of the letter, I had no choice but to go to KB Security. Okay. But we should now be able to get to the basement and question Miss Andrews. Oh, Pearl. How nice to see you. Hello there. I haven't seen you around lately. What have you been up to? Well, I was having this Jung examined. Oh, I see. Maybe if we take another good look at this urn, we can figure out the mystery of what actually happened here. Nick, let's look around one more time. Okay, I've been recording for 23 minutes, so this box, there's something about that's bothering me. That's the box that the second urn was in. It looks like there's some pink paint on it too. And it's definitely the same color as the stuff on the urn. I think I know how the paint got on it now. Alright, let's investigate again, Nick. A wooden box that had the sacred urn in it has pink paint stains on it. It looks to me like it's been dry for several days. There's something suspicious about this paint mark. The bottom left part of it, it's shaped olive and it's shockingly pink. Miss Nick, could it be that this odd shape is, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it. Ah, that's the box the sacred urn was in. If you look here, there's a little bit of paint on the box as well. Oh, so, wow, you're right, look, it matches. What is it, Mr. Nick? This is all turning out exactly as I thought it would. I think it's all starting to come clear. We are that much closer to solving the mystery of what happened yesterday. Shouldn't have pressed that. That did nothing. is a camera and a computer that Detective Atomist set up her. That's what he said. And yet he still lets it take a picture of him. I guess he's not as smart as he pretends to be. The camera belongs to Lord Taylor, so he knew he couldn't tamper with it. So then why would Miss Master Mask allow that to happen? Detective Atmos said he got a hit on the back of the head with this by the thief, but that was obviously a lie. Because it turned out that Atmos was a real thief, it's still hard to believe. It looks like Adrian feels really bad about it. I'm going to take full responsibility and fix that sword myself. I know I don't look it, but I have complete confidence that I can fix it. Right on. I promise I'll fix it so you never knew it was bent in the first place. Please be gentle with it. Okay. Now use the Magatama on her. The Sacred Yawn. Mr. Andrews, do you know anything about the Sacred Yawn? Do I know anything? I'm in charge of the entire treasury exhibit. The yawn that was submitted before the court today is obviously not the same yawn as before. Well, that's true. Maybe it isn't the same. It could be a fake. A fake. You're the one who said it wasn't the same, so that's the most obvious explanation. Do you have any evidence that the yawn that was submitted at the trial was genuine? Sorry to break it to you, but the yawn is the genuine article. Pearls went back to the Crane village and had it examined. Is that right? That's nice, but I don't see how. What she discovered was that the yawn had been broken again. Did you say again? Yes, it was broken once a year ago, and now it looks like the same thing has happened. It's happened, and quite recently too. Recently? Are you saying that this yawn was broken recently? Recently? Yes, that's right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? A wooden box that had, see? Why do you think it was broken recently? How do you know? How do you know? So, Mr. Wright? Okay. One more time, Wright. Why do you think? Okay. That didn't work. Okay, Oh, I understand. I see. I'm an idiot. This poster. It was made recently, right? Poster? Ah, the poster for the exhibit. At the time when this photo was taken, the yawn said "I am" on it. But now, for some mysterious reason, it says Amy. When the yawn was fixed, the letters were transposed. I am. What does that even mean? I don't know anything about that. I wasn't even there when the photo for this poster was taken. That was a mistake. Now, tell the truth. What? Wait. For... Even if the yawn was broken, I had nothing to do with it. Yes, that's it. It must have been one of the people at the photo shoot. They probably dropped it. I'm sure that's what happened. It looks like she's not going to give up that last cyclone so easily. You know, have any proof that the yawn was broke at Lord Taylor? Any proof that the yawn was broken at Lord Taylor? Well, Miss Andrews? What is this supposed to mean? There's pink paint all over this room. And there's pink paint all over the floor and the walls of this basement warehouse. In other words, this yawn was broken here. You can't weasel out of this one, Miss Andrews. But... Oh, she's trying to make her escape. But you can't get paint everywhere. But you can get paint anywhere. Well, there's none in my office, that's for sure. Well, there is in my room. Liar. Anyway, the paint on the yawn and the paint on the floor. There's no proof that it's the same paint. Come on, this is getting ridiculous. The proof linking the paint and yawn to the paint on this floor is this box. The yawn was stored in this, right? Yes, that's right. Well, there's pink paint on this box as well. I think you already know where I'm going with this, don't you? Yes, more or less. The paint on the floor was an odd shape imprinted in it, doesn't it? Yes. If you put this box into the impression in the paint, you can see it fits perfectly. Which means this box was dropped right over there. And that is when the yawn was broken. Your name does you justice. And I'm fully healed. Great. I'm so sorry. I was the one who broke the yawn. Boy, does this make me feel like some sort of evil school teacher. I'm a terrible person. Not only did I break it, but I tried to hide what I said. What I did. Well, that's not so hard to understand. Is it, Pearly? No, not at all. I know just how she feels. It's happened about 2 weeks ago. Just after the poster photo was taken on the same... Just after the poster photo was taken on the same day Dion arrived here, I thought I put it away down here for safekeeping. I was carrying it in the box when I tripped on a paint can and lost my balance. The box I was carrying crashed on the ground. I heard a terrible noise and I thought my heart was going to stop. Fearing the worst, I opened the lid and the box, and that's it. That's when it happened. The broken piece of the yawn fell out of the box and landed right in the paint, and I was in shock and let out a huge scream. I can totally see how that could have happened. Yeah, as clumsy as she is, I'm sure Maya understands. Well, I knew it was the most important treasure in all of Korean village, so I tried as hard as I could to fix it. Fortunately, the shots were pretty big. And that's when the I am got changed to Amy. I didn't know how it was originally written, but any sane person fixing it would have assumed it said Amy. Any sane person, really. Oh, Pearls. She said she wasn't very good at spelling. Anyway, I put the urn into the storeroom, and no one had seen it since then. Broken and repaired by Adrian 2 weeks ago, then replaced in its box. Then replaced in its box, kept out of sight. But there's something I don't get. When we first came here, I didn't see any paint stains. Well, that's because I was so ugly and it was so ugly and embarrassing. I used the golden statue to cover it. The Amy face statue. The first time that we came down here, it was on the night that Sacred Yarn was stolen. But Miss Nick, there were no paint marks on the walls or the floor of the warehouse when we were here. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, that golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. And I realized that this statue would be perfect size for the covering up the paint stains. That's why I put it where you first saw it. I see. Now it makes perfect sense. But there's still one thing I find strange. What is it, Pearls? The day after the yarn was stolen, we came here again. At that time, the statue had been moved, and the paint was clearly visible. She's right about that. Well, Miss Andrews, I don't know anything about that. Place it there to cover the paint, so why would I move it again? Well, then who was it? Who would have done it and why? On the day before the theft, the statue was definitely closer to the door. Then the next day, it was moved, but why? Amy faced golden statue carried into the basement warehouse the day the crime, moved again that night. It looks like there's some connection between the Sacred Yarn and the murder case. Why? Why do you think so, Nick? Because that night, the real thief, Ron DeLitt, was a KB security. So then why did another mask show up here? A lot of different things are pointing to one undeniable fact. One undeniable fact. The murder trial is starting tomorrow, but it looks like that thief is going to be making another appearance. To be continued. Yeah. And yeah. Thank you for watching. I have no idea when the next video will come out. I only had time today, so that's why one came. But the another one could be coming in like maybe in a week, a month, two. I have no idea. I don't know if I will have any time. So yeah. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and adios.